Hey everyone, welcome to From the Depths. I'm Menti, and this is episode 12 of the Tank Tussle tournament. This episode we've got the T90-3 by Nolan, which is a nice little compact looking tank with this odd thing that goes on with it, like, you know... Oh, it's a hatch type thing. It's... Oh! Okay, it's, I was wondering what that was. It's actually a, it's on a spin block. It's spin block armor. I mean, it's not clipping through anything. You saw there was empty space underneath it, so it's fine. But I was wondering why the heck it was sitting like that, and then I went to go ahead and start a battle anyway because it fixed itself. But I wasn't actually looking at the tank, so I didn't see it, you know, slide into position like that. So that's interesting. Anyway, its opponent will be the Type 621 MBT by Gaming19, which is a very Abrams-esque, very low-profile, flat, sleek hull. But not really much else to say about it other than that. Monochrome. There, found something else to say. Anyway, let's go ahead and get this battle underway. See who's going to win the first round of this episode. T90 has a much greater rate of fire than the Type 621. The shells don't really seem to be doing any... Ooh, okay, that shell did something. Type 621 MBT is firing multiple types of shells, and those blue tracers are really freaking big. I don't know what that's about. Type 621 is trying to close the range a little bit, getting close. T90 wants to keep some distance, is backing away. But that does not, for those of you who may be wondering, count as excessive reversing, because it is only doing that in response to the opponent approaching it. It clearly moves forward as its primary mode of operation. It's just these two tanks happen to have AI settings that cause them to face off directly at one another. Looks like that sloped armor, the spin block armor there, got knocked off. It's a slow grinding match, especially with the T90 missing a few shots here and there. But that heavy armor is just going to absorb this damage all day. I don't know what type. I think that's just. It might just be a pure HE shell. It might be Hesh. I'm not sure. It's hard to tell anymore, but I think it might be a pure HE. Because I don't see any fragments or anything. I mean, I guess it could be heat. Wow, it has done a number on the Type 621's propulsion there. Oh, the T90 just lost its gun. Oh, I thought it looked like it did. It looked like its barrel was damaged. Apparently the repair bots are repairing it already. Because the Type 621 is just not doing any damage. Its long reload time is giving the Type, or the T90 plenty of time to repair itself between volleys. Well, maybe not for this one, because holy crap, that's a lot of damage. There's a whole bunch of tank missing all of a sudden. I don't know what those gigantic friggin' blue tracers are. taking another hit to the turret from those explosive shells. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I think the T90 may have just destroyed its own... yeah, I think it destroyed its own firing piece there for a moment, but it fixed it. And is managing to shoot a piece of barrel. So that's not heat, or we'd be seeing heat projectiles from that. Whatever it is, it's a tiny little gun that is not managing to do much in the way of damage to the Type 61. It has been hammering the same spot the whole battle. Lacking in firepower, to be honest. The Type 61's explosive shells that it fires do some pretty significant damage, but it fires them so rarely. It's got such a long reload time. They aren't the most effective, and it misses a lot. When it does hit, I mean, bam! That is not an insignificant amount of damage. But the T90 will eventually run out of materials. Even though it seems that the materials counter has broken again. When this does happen, they still have a finite amount of resources. It is only the actual UI displaying the amount that is broken, not the actual materials that they have available to them. It will eventually stop repairing. It would go a lot faster if the Type 621 could aim. I mean, it's an immobile target that's like, I don't know, maybe 100 meters, 200 meters, probably only like 100, 150, and it misses like 60% of its shots. It's pretty silly. Oh, the gun on the T90 has once again gone down, and it is back up again. Well, that's a deflection. Off into the wild blue yonder that goes. Ooh, that got a raking shot down the side. And it's already repaired. This is not the most riveting battle ever. Whoa, what happened with the T90 there? Suddenly jumped forward like... Am I having some physics bugging out with some destroyed plots? It's waving hello. Hi! Yeah, the T90 seems to be a very durable vehicle that can withstand a lot of fire. And the downside to that would normally be running out of materials, but since the Type 621 is not doing a lot of damage, it's just not spending the resources. Oh, it may have actually... I think it is running low because the repair rate has slowed down considerably. repair itself anymore. The question is whether that'll happen before the 10-minute mark. Right now, the Type 621 is behind by a significant margin. As you can see, whenever it loses its gun and that frontal armor bit there, it loses like 4% of its maximum health. So it's not a very large amount of blocks. Ooh, those were some pretty hefty hits. And suddenly the T90-3 is not ahead by 5% anymore. Oh, but now it is. Oh, it's those repairs. We are reaching the end of round 1 here, folks. And time is up. T90-3 is at 96%. Type 621 MBT at 88%. That is an exactly 8% difference. The T90-3 is victorious. If the Type 621 was just more accurate and landed more of its shots, it would definitely have won that. But it misses so much. Anyway, that's the end of round 1. The T90-3 is victorious. Let's go ahead and get round 2 underway. See what happens this time around, though I imagine it'll be much the same. Unless something happens to make them not just square off and unload into each other's frontal armor constantly again. Oh, this time the Type 621 doesn't want to do that. It wants to maneuver. It's trying to get around the side of the T90. And it looks like it's going to be able to. It's done a ton of damage to the T90 there. The T90 is, well, it just got its mobility back. And now I think we're going to have the same thing we did last round, except with the Type 621's side armor facing the T90. Oh, no, the T90 is mobile again. Has decided that they are too far apart. Working to correct this issue, but its wheels keep getting knocked off. Yeah, I don't think whatever detection is on this is just not sufficient. It is not aiming well. Were pumping out those explosive shells more consistently and landing those shots. Wow, the T90 is just shooting shells straight down the wheel well of the Type 621 and just blowing off its mobility. But yeah, if it were... Ooh, it seems the gun has been knocked out, but it will repair itself again. Are. Oh, and it's been disabled again, it seems. Yeah, the shell, the explosive shell that the Type 621 fires seems to be quite good. it does a pretty significant amount of damage. If it was just firing them more often and more accurately, I think it'd be quite a powerful tank, but firing controls on this thing are just not very good. Now see, both vehicles are more or less mobility kill. Like this, the Type 61 has a wheel up on its left side. Well, I mean, okay, it's maybe not mobility kill the T90, but it took a lot of damage to its right side there. Yeah, it looks like we're more or less in the same position we were in last round. So I'm going to go ahead and just fast forward through this bit, unless something, you know, something special happens. We're just going to go ahead and skip to the end here. Well, not skip, but you know what I mean. Fast forward. Oh, well, I guess that would be something different and special. Jeez. Well, the Type 621 MBT went AI dead, and then its turret detonated. Seems the T90-3's shells eventually cored in there and took down its opponent. So yeah, that's the end of this match, folks. The T90-3 by Dom and Nolan will be moving on to the next round, while the Type 621 is defeated and going home. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you on the battlefield.